Hi guys, it's Night Fear, and I've come on today to do my wrap up for hashtag borrowathon. This was hosted by RM Ficfac, and this was all about reading books that she borrowed. So, hi Kaylin. The first challenge was featuring a bucket list item, and I decided to read The Mistletoe Inn by Richard Paul Evans. I gave this book 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. It was a story about a woman whose kind of life is just kind of going on and on and on. She's had horrible luck with boyfriends. She just has horrible luck. And so she decides to go on this writer's retreat to this Mistletoe Inn in Vermont, and she meets somebody and things kind of go on from there. It's a very short book. The book itself is very small, but I really enjoyed this book, really enjoyed this author, so I will be reading more from him. I did listen to the audiobook and really enjoyed that. So that would actually cover the non-traditional format, which is the fourth challenge. Yeah, I listened to 2 books on audio and then read a book, so that challenge is very much covered. So, but this was one of the ones that could have covered that challenge. The next one was In the Mood For, and then this book would have been covered for In the Mood For and also non-traditional format because I read it on ebook, and that is Into the Drowning Deep by Myra Grant. This book I also gave 5 stars. This book was amazing. I had heard about it when it was first coming out, and I basically had heard that it was a kind of an evil mermaid story. And that was pretty much, and it was that this company was out filming like a spoof of mermaids, and then they get attacked by mermaids, and that was pretty much all I knew. And I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. Well, this book actually has a bisexual character, a lesbian character who happens to have autism. It also has 2 deaf sisters who are twins. So this has got a lot of different rep in it. And so I was kind of excited by that and didn't even know it when I was reading it. As I was reading it, I was going, oh, wow. Oh, wow. But basically this story is about, let's see, how do I explain this without giving any spoilers away? At the very beginning, I can kind of share with you what happens in the beginning. A boat goes out, like I said, this entertainment this entertainment company called Imagine sends out this boat. And they do have a couple scientists just in case they find something. But they send this boat out to the Marianas Trench. And the boat ends up getting attacked by mermaids. Okay? Nobody survives. But there is footage, because as they're getting attacked, some of the camera crew is still filming. And so as people are seeing these images, they're wondering if it's a hoax, if it's real. And the consensus is that it's a hoax. So we go on 7 years, and a sister of one of the scientists that were on the original boat has been spending the last 7 years. Her specialty is sonar equipment and stuff. And so she's been researching this area where her sister disappeared for all those 7 years, trying to find proof of what happened. And then the entertainment company decides to send another boat, and this sister ends up being on it. We do get a kind of a perspective, a little bit of some other characters that are there a little bit, kind of briefly. But it's really good, and it's got a lot of action in it, and the mermaids are described amazingly, and they're not what you would ever picture the Little Mermaid to be. It just kind of, I mean, there's some autopsy stuff, and there's some, it's amazing, especially if you like biology stuff or any kind of science. It's just it's just amazing. I would highly recommend this book. But that's Into the Drowning Deep by Myra Grant. Okay, so that was in the mood for. The next one is read a book outside your home. I did not get to read this outside the house. It's either been raining or hot as heck, and I just can't take the heat anymore. So I did read a book for this challenge, but I read it at home in my bed where I always read my books. So in a way I failed the challenge, but I still read a book for it. And that was 5 Feet Apart by Rachel Lippencourt. And this is about a girl and a boy that both have CF, which I couldn't remember the name of it in my last video, in my TBR video, but they each have cystic fibrosis, which affects the lungs. And the rule is when two people with CF meet, they have to stay 6 feet apart. Now, it is explained why the book is called 5 Feet Apart, but I'm not going to tell you because that kind of is a little spoiler. Spoiler? Wow, I can't talk today, Kaylin.
No, you can't.
So anyway, this girl, she's having problems, and so she goes to this hospital that she's been going to since she was 6 years old. And she meets this boy, and the story happens. And I thought it was really sweet. I gave this one 4 stars. And I would recommend it. It is a movie right now, and this is a weird book because the book was actually based on the movie, not the other way around. So I am excited. I am going to watch the movie now that I've read the book. So yeah, so that's 5 Feet Apart. Okay, the non-traditional, like I said, that Into the Drowning Deep would count because I read that on my Kindle. The Mistletoe Inn would count because I read that one audio. And then a couple things down, I have another book that I listened to on audio. So any of those would count for that challenge. The challenge as for that is set during the favorite time of year. My favorite time of year is fall, and this is the Amish Harvest. There is 4 Amish novellas in this one, and this book is amazing. There is a story about a man who has autism who happens to be Amish. That was an amazing story. It also has a girl who stutters in it, and it was just amazing. That one I definitely gave a 5. But yeah, most of these were 4s and 5s, and so I ended up giving this a 4. But I'm really liking these bind-ups of novellas. I really like Beth Wiseman as an author, so I'm going to try to look out some more of her full-length novels. But I'm really liking the Amish books, so I definitely, you'll be seeing more and more. And so if you have any suggestions for Amish books, please put them down below because I'm really liking it. And I love these covers too. So, and the last book, which is also one that could count for the non-traditional, and this one is kind of cheating because it's supposed to be featuring a library, and in mine it features a bookstore, and it's called The Bridge by Karen Kingsbury. I had seen the movie before and really loved the movie on Hallmark. It was on the Hallmark channel where I saw it. It's been some time, so I didn't figure I'd remember all of it, and I didn't. But yeah, this one is about, we get to see kind of flashbacks of a couple that are separate now, but were together back then, and they ended up going to the Bridge, which was this bookstore. And we also get the story of the bookstore owners now and a flood that's happened, and then so they're having some issues reopening the bookstore, and so we get to go through all of that. I will say that this has a lot of mentioning of God and things like that, so if you have a problem with that, then this might not be the book for you. But it is just a very sweet, wholesome romance, and actually it's I mean, because you see both the couples, you know, the ones that were split, and then the one at the bookstore that were, you know, are still together. So you get a bunch of different dynamics, and it's just a sweet, sweet book. And it just, I just really enjoyed it. So I would highly recommend it. So, but anyway, so that is my successful borrow-a-thon TBR. And let me know down below if you borrow books from the library, if you participated, how you did. And like I said, I'm really excited that I did so well, because I haven't been doing so well in readathons lately. So yeah, but and then next month is full of readathons, so be prepared. Be prepared now, because I'll be doing a lot of big TBR readathon videos here in the next week. So
be doing one too, right?
I don't know. Are you going to participate?
Yeah, with the one.
The which one? The queer lit?
Yeah.
You want to participate in that one with me? Are you going to do the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a TBR to help my daughter with then, because she's going to participate in Queer Lit Readathon with me. So that's going to be pretty cool. So, all right, guys. Well, we love you. Thank you for watching our video. And please remember to always be kind to one another. And we'll see you again soon. Bye. Bye.